This is my 2-hour daily scalp massage routine that has grown my hair 1.5 inches within 3 weeks.
I am back! What it do, baby?
Don't take it personal, that's just Sandal's way. She speak with love, but don't sugarcoat what she say.
Ladies, let's talk scalp. There's a new trend making waves in our community telling Black women to massage their scalp for 2 hours a day, sometimes even using an electric back massager. And I have to be real, it's giving manipulation, it's giving misinformation, and it's giving raw, irritated scalp with no hair
This is my
growth.
2-hour daily scalp massage routine that has grown my hair 1.5 inches within 3 weeks. The first thing I do is spray my hair with a mixture of 4 ounces of rose water and MSM powder. I'm going to use my extreme hair growth promoting oil from DBF, my company, and I like this oil because it doesn't have any refined oils in it, and it is steeped with rosemary and basil for a very, very long time. So I'm getting the most of DHT inhibition. It's a powerful DHT inhibitor. My edges. You're gonna tie your hair with a scarf and then cover it with a bonnet. I have my wooden gua sha that I'm going to be using. The reason why I do this is because I want to evenly distribute all the water, the misting, and the oiling that's all sealed and everything. I want to evenly distribute this across my scalp. I do this for about 5 to 15 minutes, sometimes a full 20 minutes depending on how into watching Family Guy I am that day. Now we're gonna do the scalp massage. So I do 10 to the left, and I do 10 minutes to the right lower. 10 up top, like around the crown, right? 10 to the right. And then I do 10 minutes here, the edges, and 10 minutes here. This way, no part of the scalp is left uncovered. Anyways, I hope that helped.
Stick around to the end of this video where I hop into the science, but at some point, Black women have to stop being the laughingstock of the hair industry. Every single time somebody picks up a camera that has hair that you really, really want or desire, everybody follows it. And if somebody tells you that they have some type of scientific background, they're a hair specialist, even if they didn't specialize in hair.
Miss 2-hour scalp massage woman literally has every Black person on my For You page with this thing attached to the side of their head. I shaved off my edges because I said we're just going to start from scratch anyway, so I have a good baseline to see how well this is going to work for me, because your girl's been trying to regrow her edges for at least the last year or so, and I mostly work from home now, so attach this bad boy to the side of my head, pop it off when I have meetings, keep it moving.
Am I doing this right? Homegirl said we need to be massaging our heads if we want our hair to grow for 2 hours a day. This is the massager that I got, so this is the massager that I'm using. Am I doing it right or what? Ma'am, please, let me know. Can I do it even with my braids, or is that a bad idea? Like, let me know. But I gotta get this hair by tomorrow. I gotta get this hair by.
She said 2 hours of scalp massaging a day is gonna make sure that your hair stay in your head. I got this one that lasts an hour. A whole hour, okay, of me just going like this while watching TV. That's it. Mind you, before that, I had this one. This one's only good for 10 minutes, but I didn't know the whole thing about 2 hours, so I thought this was gold.
So let's break this down. What is actually happening during your 2-hour scalp massage? Let's get one thing clear. Hair does not grow just because you're rubbing on your scalp into oblivion, right? You are simply increasing blood flow and blood circulation to the scalp. If you had something happen, maybe from you oiling and greasing the scalp a lot, you will slow down the blood circulation.
If you bought this, I'm sorry. You need the other one. But you gotta be careful which one you buy, because not all of the ones that look like this are an hour. You gotta really read the information. I got this one off of Amazon, okay? I'm gonna try to link it if I find one on TikTok that does it for an hour, but honestly, I can't promise you nothing. I would just go to Amazon.
I'm not like the rest of these girls. You only have to tell me something once for me to get it. So when the molecular and cell biologist said 2-hour scalp massages was the way to grow your hair, you know I had to get one. I'm gonna link this scalp massager in my bio so you guys can get it, but we are definitely getting our 2 hours in. Shout out to Deanna and Jackie Chow. This feels so good.
If you are a member of Black TikTok, you would know exactly what's going on. And can I just say, I am so happy when we are not spending our time on the gender war and dating discussions, and we are applying our skills to build healthier habits within our community members. Oh, this is great. My head top every day, man. Oh, this feels so good.
Lord, get a grip, because prolonged aggressive massage, especially with a black massager not designed for the scalp, does way more harm than good, because you have way too much pressure, scalp irritation, and it leads to a scalp disorder that is redness and inflammation from the constant rubbing, follicle damage, hair breakage at the roots over time, increased shedding, and your scalp is not made to endure vibration drills for 2 hours a day. That is not self-care. That is self-sabotage on a completely different level. So let's get scientific. How does your hair actually go? Your hair grows within your body, not at the surface of your scalp. You need nutrients to fuel your body. You need a hormone control, something that controls your hormones like you. And this is going to really, really control or increase your hair growth cycle, because your hormones control your hair growth cycle, not a back massager on your scalp for 2 hours. And your gut health matters so much. You know why? Because your hair growth starts within your gut. So it is what you put inside of the body that increases hair growth, not you using a freaking scalp massager on the scalp for 2 hours. Hair growth does not happen outside of the body. So are there a couple of different things, that you get from massaging the scalp with your hands? Yes, you increase blood flow, you increase blood circulation, but my love, that's it. It is a myth. And you guys keep listening to these people. I don't care if somebody went to school and has some type of degree in some field of science. That makes absolutely no sense. And any dermatologist you go to that you tell that you are using a back massager on your scalp for 2 hours a day is going to look at you like you are absolutely insane. Because again, the only thing that it does is increase blood flow. And my love, you can do that with the palm, with the balls of your fingers. Just do it with your fingertips. You do not need to do that. Why don't you massage one spot on your arm for 2 hours, and then you let me know how your skin looks, because the skin on your arm is thicker than the skin on your scalp. So go ahead and massage a piece of your body for 2 hours, and you let me know how your skin is going to look after that. This is a really dumb conversation.
Does here, but y'all do not have to do it for 2 hours every day. That number is not empirically supported. This study showed an increase in hair thickness after daily 4-minute massages. One drawback is that this study was only done on 9 people, and those were males specifically. While this survey on androgenic alopecia had a much wider data pool and involved about 20-minute daily scalp massages. But none of the published studies I can find regarding scalp massages compared it to minoxidil. So it is a very bold hypothesis to say that 2-hour daily scalp massages will perform better than daily minoxidil use. Which is the important thing to keep in mind, is that this is a hypothesis. It is not thoroughly tested yet. And it doesn't have to be tested. Most of us are lazy and barely want to wash our hair every 1 or 2 weeks. Do y'all really have the time and patience to be massaging your scalps for 2 hours every day based off of a hunch? A very educated hunch, but still a hunch. Also important to keep in mind that there are over 20 different types of alopecia. They do not all respond the same to minoxidil, and they do not all respond the same to scalp massages. I will say if you're dealing with something like lost edges, this is worth considering. But if you've been diagnosed with a systemic form of alopecia, please continue your medication. Oh, one more thing I forgot to add. Daily manipulation of the scalp will generate the production of more sebum, which is great if you have dry skin. But if you're dealing with oily scalp or seborrheic dermatitis, I do not recommend this.
Should you massage your scalp for 2 hours per day to get longer hair? In my opinion, no. And it's not because it doesn't work. I think most people are just lazy. So to kind of try to convince me that you're going to massage your scalp for 2 hours per day, but you can't wash your hair once every 2 weeks. You can't put down the protective styles. You can't give up the oils. I just don't believe that this is something that people are actually going to do. And I feel like it's just another quick fix to trying to have longer, healthier hair. Long hair also comes with maintenance. I don't think that this is going to be the solution that people are actually looking for. You have to moisturize your hair. You have to trim your ends. You have to make sure you don't have any vitamin or hormonal deficiencies. Like, I just don't see this as a means to us all magically having long hair. And this is not to discredit Deanna. I think she's doing a fantastic job explaining how this works. I just don't think most people are going to do the work to actually keep their hair on their head. I really think that people are not understanding that hair care is a long-term game and it's not something that's short-term. So in short, no, I think people are lazy. I don't think it's realistic.
If you believe that 2-hour scalp massages work, can you tell me why? Can you restate back to me what the mechanism for growth is? This is not me saying it doesn't work. I'm saying that I just watched a video in which this man who has been documenting his hair loss journey said that based on what he's seen, what this woman is claiming is not true, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little bit interested. I'm going through the comments. People are saying, oh, she cleared you. Oh, I trust the person with the degree. Oh, have you listened to her? She knows what she's talking about. Can you restate the point for me? For me to know who to believe, I'd probably have to go watch both their points and compare, right? But a lot of y'all don't know what either of them are saying, I don't think. So like, this is kind of ridiculous. This is my issue with a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all just run to defend things said by the people you like because you like the people, not because you agree with the statements or the comments or whatever. And this is why I like my comment section, right? So many people disagree with what I say all the time. At least I'm getting like pushback, right? It's dangerous to be around a bunch of yes people all the time.
So who on this internet told you guys to massage your scalp for 2 hours? First of all, let's be real. Think about massaging any area on your body for a prolonged amount of time. Like after a while, it's going to be red, it's going to be irritated, burning, and that is inflammation. And that is the exact opposite of what you want to experience if you are someone who is dealing with hair loss or scalp inflammation. Massaging your scalp for hours is unproductive and it's actually quite excessive. So you do not need to do that. In fact, you could be causing more harm than good because eventually you're going to notice redness, bump, tenderness, and breakage. And yes, excessive manipulation can actually lead to more hair loss. So your sweet spot is going to be anywhere between maybe 10 to 20 minutes. You can do 4 to 10 minutes a day. You can do it morning and night if you want to break it up. That's literally all you need to stimulate blood flow and encourage hair growth. So 2-hour sessions is... Please don't do that. Please do your research before you are listening to people on the internet and just cause more hair loss. More is not better. Scalp care is all about consistency and everything needs to be done in moderation, even the good stuff. So protect your progress and do not sabotage it with misinformation on the internet.
Yes, girl. But see, the problem with this trend is we are not thinking for ourselves. Here's the hard part to admit. We as Black women are being targeted because beauty brands know how often and how desperate for length and hair growth and edge recovery Black women are. And they'll sell us anything, any dream, no matter how damaging. And in this case, this is not a brand. We're always talking about how brands are out to get us, but at the end of the day, it is Black women doing it to themselves. And now that you guys have made a scalp massager, oh my God, this is going to increase hair growth. I want you guys to clock how long it's going to take for the same people who made the glory hole blow dryer to then make a scalp massager that increases hair growth just for Black women because you need it. Watch, you guys are your own demise. You are not encouraging hair growth. You are creating an erythema. And what is that? An erythema is a medical term for redness caused by increased blood flow to irritated skin when your scalp gets raw, hot, or tender. That's erythema. It's not a sign of activation. It's a sign of damage. And once the scalp is inflamed, so many things happen. You are not causing hair growth. You are actually slowing it down. All the massage is supposed to do is increase blood flow. That is it. And you'll be good doing that for about 4 to maybe 10 minutes a day, and that's fine. And you don't actually have to do it every single day. really just on skin cell turnover week, but you guys want to do it for 2 hours a day. Is absolutely insane. And once the scalp is inflamed, your follicles shrink, your hair thins, and then shedding increases. It's opposite of hair growth. That's the complete and total opposite of hair growth. And the thing is, none of you will notice until it's too late. It's the same thing with Myel Organics. Before everybody started going bald with Myel Organics, professional cosmetologists like me have been telling y'all to stop using it for years. But we were haters. Nobody wanted to listen. I made a video about rice water and how rice water leads to scalp inflammation and follicle death. And y'all, oh my God, y'all call me everything but somebody that God loves, okay? And now today, Black women are leading in scalp inflammation. Literally everything that I've told y'all not to do because something was going to happen came. It's came. And now we're hopping on a new bandwagon. So I'm going to ask you, at what point are you going to notice that you are causing your own damage? At what point are you going to look in the mirror and say, damn, I literally fall for everything. Damn, I literally try anything and I refuse to look at scientific facts. I put eggs in my hair. I put bacon in my hair. I put sweet potatoes in my hair. I put rice in my hair. I put flax seeds in my hair. Literally every fruit and vegetable you can think of, you guys have made into a hair treatment. And now we are going towards scalp massagers, and not scalp massagers, I'm sorry, leg massagers, back massagers, and using those. But why is it that if a woman who has really long, healthy hair that's not super oily and all of the things, if somebody else gives you another pointer that you should try, you completely shut it out? But somebody tells you to massage your scalp for 2 hours a day and that's it. Oh my God, that's what we've been waiting for. It's crazy because I get attacked when I tell you that you need to comb your hair just twice a day for a couple seconds, right? Just comb it for a couple seconds. When you wake up once in the morning and once at night, and I'm telling you to shampoo your hair at least once a week. And oh my God, everybody calling their mama, their grandma, and their sister, baby cousin, Auntie Tracy. Oh my God, what is this? At what point are we really going to look in the mirror and take accountability? At what point are we really going to sit down and focus on the science, right? Because hair care is not that difficult. It's really not. All you need to do is balance the inside of your body. And I have over 1,000 videos here on my channel that tell you exactly how to do that. But everybody's looking for a quick fix. And what's crazy, this is the unquickest fix I've heard of. Oh my God, if you just practice shampooing your hair on the regular, that does not take 2 hours after you've done it for a long period of time. But you guys, if your scalp is burning, your strands are snapping, and your edges are not edging, sis, it is not working. We're not doing this for views or vibes anymore. But at the end of the day, y'all have to realize when somebody has a video that's up just for clicks. Because at the end of the day, that is what this is. They have all of these videos up and they have these titles, and it's like, oh my God, all you gotta do is massage your hair like this a couple of times a day and you're gonna be good. Have you ever thought to align yourself with women of other races, right, that have really long hair? Ask them, what do they do on a regular basis? They're going to tell you that they don't do anything but shampoo, condition, a leave-in conditioner. They style their hair, whether it's with a roller set, some flexi rods, or a blow dryer, and then they comb their hair every day, and then they shampoo it again in a couple of days. That's it. That's all. They're not doing 50 million different hairstyles with rubber bands and twisties and ponytails and braids and clips and all of that. Most women with extremely long hair have their hair in a ponytail or a regular clip all day. As Black women, you have to stop being so easily manipulated, because right now The world as it stands, if somebody wants to make a quick buck and they want to make money real quick, all they need is a beautiful black woman with super long hair to hold a product in their hand and tell you that this product that they're holding is the way that their hair is long, or whatever this 2-hour method is that they've done is what grew their hair, and you are going to buy it without using any common sense in any way, shape, or form. I'm not being disrespectful, but I need you to look in the mirror, because at this point, this shit is ridiculous.
2-hour rub, girl, you looking dumb. Scalp red raw, edges on the run, call it growth. Nah, that's a scam for clicks. Ain't no follicle popping from your wrist flick tricks. Y'all massaging like you're trying to start a flame. No gains, just strained hair looking the same. Talking circulation, but where's the proof? You scrubbing off wigs and protecting no root. That ain't growth, that's friction, breaking your strands while your gut crying out for a nutrient plan. Vitamin D low and your biotine's missing, but you in the mirror like your hands on a mission. 2-hour rub, girl, you looking dumb. Scalp red raw, edges on the run, call it growth. Nah, that's a scam for clicks. Ain't no follicle popping from your wrist flick tricks. Y'all believe anything with soft lightning. Length check, then the back still frightening. It's DIT, stress, hormone, fire. Not fairy dust in your grip and desire. Gut health jacked, but you massaging mad. Microbiome off and your iron's bad. Hair grows slow cause your system's weak, not cause you ain't scrubbed hard for a whole damn week. It's deeper than oil, sis, it's science, boo. Your dermal papilla ain't moved by you. You want thickness? Start with greens. Not killing your scalp on a live stream scene. 2-hour rub, who told y'all lies? You in pain and confused while your crown dies. Let's smarten up, drop the fake cures, cause black hair's sacred, not for detours. Tour.